Hi, parents. Welcome to Virtual Open House 2020. I am Jennifer Simpson. I teach English 1. I'm your child's English 1 teacher here at Taylor High School. Really quickly, give you a little bit of background about me. I went to University of Houston, majored in English. I graduated University of Houston, magna cum laude. I have been teaching English in the state of Texas for 13 years. This is year 14 for me. I have been at Taylor High School for 6 years. I am just starting year 7. I have taught freshman regular English. I have taught freshman pre-AP. I have taught sophomore regular, sophomore pre-AP, junior regular English, junior AP, AP Lang, and I've also taught senior AP Literature and Composition. So the only thing I have not taught thus far is senior English. I am also certified to teach theater and have taught theater for several years in the past. I've also coached academic decathlon. I currently sponsor the African Student Association, but our members have expressed interest in transitioning this year from an ASA to a Black Student Union. So if that ends up happening, then I will obviously be the sponsor of the Black Student Union. So that is just a little bit about me. I am married. I have been married for 13 years, 13, I think. I have 2 children. Trace is in 4th grade, Lola is in 1st grade, and both attend Nottingham Country Elementary. So that is me in a nutshell. I'm born and raised in Houston, Texas, proud Texan. Lived in Texas my whole life. I did live in North Texas for a little bit in the Denton area. I went to UNT for a bit and then transferred to U of H and came back to Houston. Houston is my home. I love this city and I don't ever plan to leave. So there it is. Okay, let me go ahead and share my screen with you guys and we'll get this presentation started. All right, welcome Taylor High School 2020 Open House English 1 with me, Miss Simpson. All right. So materials your child will need for class. We are reading whole class novels. They do need to buy their own novels this year. We are not allowed to distribute class sets, okay, because of COVID and everything else. So they do need their own copy. We are currently reading The House on Mango Street. I have one here. Many of you have already purchased this for your child. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have not, you can purchase one for $7.42 on Amazon. There is, of course, you'll have to pay tax, but for Prime, it's free delivery if you have Prime. If you genuinely cannot afford a book, please see me. I do have some that we were using here as class sets that I can distribute to those with financial difficulties. And I do understand that that is an issue with COVID. A lot of businesses shut down, people lost their jobs. So that is absolutely understandable. Please don't be ashamed. Talk to me. You can privately send me an email. You can message me on Remind. You can send me a message through Canvas. But if you are struggling financially, I don't want your kid to suffer. Please let me know and we will do what we need to do to get your child the books that they need. Okay, but if you can afford to go get one, please get the books. Unit 2, Romeo and Juliet. It is in the textbook, so if you don't want to have to go buy it, they can use a textbook. Of course, our textbook's only virtual and digital, so they'll have to look at it on their phones and stuff. I know the screen can hurt some people's eyes. You can't highlight the screen with a highlighter. And the No Fear Shakespeare version is a little easier. It does have kind of layman's terms, modern English translated on one side of the page for them. So a lot of kids do like that one. So I recommend that one for my regular English 1 kids. And it's a little picture right here in the corner. No Fear Shakespeare. It's this pink and blue one right here. Romeo and Juliet. Unit 3, which will be in the spring, will be reading To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. Okay. Again, this one is in the textbook, so you don't have to buy it, but a lot of kids like to have their own copy. They don't want to have to stare at the screen and look at it digitally and all of that. It really runs their, device's battery out and all of those things. So if you want an actual physical copy, To Kill a Mockingbird. And for Unit 4, we'll be reading Anthem by Ayn Rand. That is not in the textbook, so that one will have to be purchased. or you can write to the Rand Society. She does tend to give them out for free, and I will be posting a PDF to her free version on my homepage, and I'll show you that in a little bit where those go. If you don't want to purchase one, but again, students who don't want to stare at the screen, will need an actual physical copy then, if the blue light kind of hurts their eyes sometimes. Okay, independent novels. Your student will also need some independent reading novels. So Unit 1, independent novel of choice, they can check that out from the library via the Sora app if they want to get an ebook, or they could bring a book from home, or you could purchase one, whatever. Okay, book club number 1 choice, will be giving those choices out at the beginning of Unit 2. Okay, they'll be in book clubs, and they'll all be kind of related to love and romance and things with, same themes as Romeo and Juliet. Book club number 2 choice, that will go along with To Kill a Mockingbird. There'll be a lot of social justice books, things about racism, segregation, because that's kind of the themes with To Kill a Mockingbird. So their book club books will deal with the same themes, and they'll get to choose one. There's like 8 or 10 choices, and they'll get to pick one. And then Unit 4, independent novel of choice. So again, any novel they want, so long as it's on level. Check it out from the library, bring from home, purchase on Amazon, whatever they're interested in. Class supplies needed. They will need 2 composition notebooks if they do not already have them. Okay, please get them because they're already falling behind if they don't have them. They need 1 for reading and 1 for all of their writing. Okay, you may also want to invest in some of these little flags, okay, so they can mark the sections easier. Okay, I saw some students when they had their notebooks divided, it was divided with huge Post-it notes. That's going to become very cumbersome for them very soon. So you may want to try to get some of these little Post-it flags. You can purchase them at any store, any Target, Walmart, office supply store, anywhere. You can get thicker ones like this. You can get thinner ones like this. They even have, small little paper ones, okay, different colors if you want. All right. And then obviously they need their own pens and pencils. We cannot share pens and pencils this year because of COVID-19. Okay, so they do need to have their own pen or pencil here. And then please, I'm just asking if everyone will donate 1 box of Kleenex to get us through, cold and flu season, and then allergy season in the spring and all of that. That would be very, very helpful. If everybody could bring 1 box of Kleenex, that would be immensely helpful. Okay, so those are the materials they need. A day in class. Each class day is broken up into 5 blocks. We read, write, study, create, and share. In our reading section, we will spend 10 minutes every day silently reading our independent novel or our book club section, followed by 2 minutes writing in the thought log section of the reading notebook. Write. Our writing is a timed quick write in the seed section, responding to a given stimulus. So it could be a little video that we're watching. It could be a poem that we've read. It could be an excerpt from a novel. It could be just a prompt I've given them, but they're going to be responding to something. Study whole class reading of an anchor text for current unit and analyzing the creative techniques of the author, which we've already been doing with House Flamingo Street. Create, that is when we will work on writing pieces for the current unit in the draft section of the writing notebook. And then share, we will share writing composed that day or thoughts on independent novels, book club novels, or we could even be using that time to submit something digitally to Canvas that is due. Grades. This course is broken up into 4-week units. However, we are still on a 6-week grading cycle. Therefore, each grading cycle would consist of the following grades. 6 daily grades, daily work such as quick writes, group discussions, and student-teacher conferences. 4 quiz grades or minor grades. Examples include notebook checks, book talks, thought logs, and online discussion posts. And 2 best drafts, okay, that they've been working on. Big projects. So the Where I'm From poem, which they've already done, the 100-word memoir, which they're submitting. They had submitted yesterday. She was submitted last night. Okay, by last night it was due. We're about to start working on our Harris Burdick story. We just started that today. Okay, that won't be due for a little bit. All of those like big, huge drafts. Now, the last week of the 6 weeks, I will reopen test grades and some quiz grades. Okay, usually it'll be all the quiz grades, but there may be some quiz grades that we don't reopen, just depending. Okay. So I want to say that now, that it might not be all of them. Usually it will be all, though. Okay, they'll reopen. And at that time, your student may submit any test or quiz grade that they failed, got a 0 on because they didn't submit the first time. The only time they would not be allowed to resubmit is if they cheated. If they plagiarize their work, they copy somebody else's draft, copy somebody else's work, then they will be receiving a 0 for that, and they will not be allowed to resubmit when it reopens. But other than that, they will always be allowed to resubmit that last week of the 6 weeks. And that is the only time they'll be allowed to resubmit. If they email me, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Ms. Simpson, I forgot to submit my work, can you reopen it? I will not, because I get 20, 30 of those a day, or 2 days, or 3 days, or every few days I get them. I can't be constantly reopening assignments. It's too much. But the last week of the 6 weeks, I will reopen them all at once, and everybody can resubmit at one time. How assignments are submitted for grading. Okay, again, because we're not taking papers, nothing's being taken on a paper. Okay, assignments need to be submitted for grading via Canvas. So we'll take a picture of their writing assignment, or they can screenshot it, okay, if they're doing a digital notebook. They will log into the cloud. Go to the Canvas app on MyKatie Cloud. And please, please make sure you are accessing Canvas through the cloud, not via the Canvas app. A lot of links and submissions and things do not work via the app. So please make sure you're always accessing Canvas via the cloud. Go to your English 1 class and click on modules. Click on the submission link for the assignment you are submitting. Click the blue Submit Assignment button. Click File Upload and attach the picture of your assignment. Click Submit. And I'll walk y'all through that in a second. Important information, my email is jennifer.e.simpson@katieisd.org. Please pay attention to that E. There is another Jennifer Simpson in the district. Classroom phone, 281-237-3630. My conference period is 3rd period. Tutorial times, Monday through Friday after school, and of course, during enrichment. And my remind is at it's at jsimp.eng1 to 81010. I will fix that in just a moment, but it is at jsimp.eng1 to 81010. Okay, so when you're looking at this on your slideshow, it will be correct. It is wrong in my video, but it will be right on yours. So I apologize. Okay. Now I want to show you guys my homepage really quickly. So this is where your students access everything. Okay, this picture changes each week. This is my son on swim team this week. The record player changes every week. I have songs of the week. The coffee cup links to a little video series, Sundays with Simpson, that I do. All of their Zoom links are across the top, 1st, 2nd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. All of their assignments are accessed by clicking on the day that you want. You can click this banner right here to see a video on how to interact with this page. This is how they get to tutorials. If they need to cut 10 tutorials via Zoom, click this. It's during enrichment or 3 to 4 p.m. after school. Here's my remind, correct. It's correct here at jsimp.eng1 to 81010. And if we look at my bookshelf, this is whatever book I'm currently reading. Goes right here. I'm currently reading The Nickel Boys by Colson Whitehead. Pulitzer Prize winning novel. Highly recommend. Very, very good. House on Mango Street, this will take them to the class novel. So right now, if they click it, it links to the audiobook. When it's Anthem, it will link to the Anthem PDF. This right here is the textbook. This one right here with the little star. This one right here that looks like a rocket shooting through space connects to Sora. That is our library app. And then this one right here connects to general information. I will click it, and it will take you to access the bell schedule, our syllabus, our supply list, and the notebook sections, how to divide up their notebook. Okay? Now, if they need to access an assignment from a previous week, because obviously every week these update and they change. Oh, sorry, one more thing on my homepage. If you click my email, if you click this right here, this laptop, it will take you to my email if you need to email me. Okay, so click the laptop and that will take you to how to email me. Okay, modules. If you want to access my previous week, go to modules. Okay, and you can scroll down right here. So week 4, this is this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So this is unit 1B module. This is weeks 4 through 6. So if I close this right here, this is unit 1A. This is weeks 1 through 3. So if you want to access anything from weeks 1 through 3, here's the first day of school, second day of school, third day of school. Here's assignments if you want to access individual assignments. Okay, attendance quizzes. Week 2, individual assignment. I'm sorry, in week 2, these are the daily slides, daily board slides. Week 2, individual assignments, submissions. Okay, so I could click on the submission and modules to submit. Okay, attendance, and then week 3, so on and so forth. Okay, and that is how you access everything. And I think that is about all I have for y'all today. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you for stopping by. And I love having your kids in my class. If you have any questions or any issues, please don't hesitate to contact me, and enjoy the rest of your virtual open house. Good night. Bye, everyone.